Hey guys, it's Gabby. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I did the easiest French tip using dip powder and regular nail polish. I partnered up with Azurebeauty on this video, so I'm going to be using two of their kits to achieve this look. The first kit has your dip liquids, dip powder, and then it also has regular nail polish, which is something new I've never seen before. It's perfect because it gives you everything you need to do a dip powder base and then nail art right on top. Second kit I'll be using is an 8 colors kit. It has really pretty neutral shades, and it also comes with a matte top coat, which you guys know I love a matte finish, so I was really excited about that. And I'll have both of the kits linked down below in the description box for you guys. So we're getting right into it, starting off with some nail prep. My nails are already shaped and I pushed back my cuticles. So next you want to remove the natural shine from your nail. I'm using a buffing block to do this, and I'm just going in a circular motion. For some people this may not be enough, so instead you can use a nail file. Same thing, you just want to make sure you remove all of that shine from your nail and give something for the product to adhere to. When you do this, make sure you're gentle. You don't want to be digging into your nail, and both the buffing block and the file come in the kit. After that, I'm using a makeup sponge and rubbing alcohol to wipe off that filing dust and any oils that may be on my nails. You can also use acetone to do this. Next, it is time for the dipping, and I'm not even going to be dipping. I just like to pour on the powder. I find it to be a lot easier. So I'm going to take the shade 313 and pour it into the lid. And then I'm going to also grab the base. This has a number 1 on it. And I'm going to start by applying a thin coat of that to my nail. I'm not going to go all the way down to the cuticle, and I'm also not going to go all the way to the sides of my nail. And this is just going to prevent my nail from getting too thick and also save me some filing time later. So right after I applied that base, I'm going to take the dip powder lid and just pour it right over my nail. And I like to put my nail on top of the jar just so it catches all the powder I'm pouring out. And then I'm going to flip my finger over, tap off the excess, and then once I flip it back, I'm going to use the brush that comes in the kit and just gently brush away any of that excess powder. Make sure you do not skip this step. It seems like a small thing, but it does make a huge difference in your dip mani. Next, we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to grab the base. This time, I'm going to cover my entire nail, going all the way down to the cuticle, but not on the skin, and then all the way to the sides of my nail. You want to make sure this is a thin, even coat, and then as soon as you're done, you're going to pour the powder right on top. Also, guys, you know what's crazy? We're already halfway done. This process, I'm telling you, goes by so fast. I think that's why I was so excited for this video, because I've never tried this technique before, and I just honestly did not expect to go so well. But you'll see, it's like the easiest thing ever. So anyways, after that, I'm dusting off the excess, and I'm just going to repeat these steps on all of my nails. I like working on one nail at a time when I'm doing dip nails. You don't want to risk the base drying or messing up, so I just like to focus on one nail at a time. All right, next you're going to need the activator. This is number 2, and you can just apply this however, as long as it's covering your entire nail, because this is what hardens the dip so that you can file and shape. So I'm just going to kind of slap that on there and wait about 1 to 2 minutes so that it's completely dry and ready to file. This dip color, 313, I think this may be the perfect French tip base because it's still sheer and still looks natural, but it gives your nail a little oomph, you know? For the filing, if you take your time with the dipping, you shouldn't have to do too much. I think I filed for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, if that. And I always start by just filing the free edge of my nail with a nail file, and then I'll go over the entire nail with a buffing block to smooth everything out, and just really focusing on the sides of my nail and then the cuticle area so that it doesn't feel thick or bubbly. After that, I'm going to rinse my hands off with water, no soap, and here's where we get this fun technique going. Starting off with this matte base, and I'm going to grab the French tip nail vinyl and just press that onto my nail. This stuck down really well, but still you want to make sure it's pressed down so no nail polish seeps underneath. And then I'm going to take the Azurebeauty white nail polish and just go right on top of where that vinyl is and fill in that whole area. And as soon as you're done, you want to remove that tape. And I like to pull the tape towards the wet nail polish just to make sure I get that nice crisp line. And look at that, the perfect French tip. I hope you guys are excited about this because I'm really excited. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat that on all of my nails. And guess what? If you mess up or you have some mistakes you need to clean up, you can use non-acetone nail polish remover to just start over or fix any mistakes. Just make sure you're not using acetone because you don't want to mess up that base of dip powder. Just like any regular nail polish, you need to let this dry. So I waited about 5 minutes and then I'm going to go in with a second coat. This time I am capping the tip, and then I'm using that first French tip just to guide me. Again, if you mess up, you can use a little nail polish remover. It's like it never happened. And I'm going to let that dry for a good, I think maybe 5 to 10 minutes, just until it's completely dry. And then I'm going to finish off with my top coat. This again is just regular nail polish. So I'm just going to go over just like I normally would and then let that dry completely. I did end up adding another layer of top coat. You don't have to do this. I just did, I don't know, I felt like it would seal it in better. But that's it, you guys. I'm telling you, it was so fast and easy to do, and it gives you the perfect French tip. Keep in mind, because the French is normal nail polish, it probably won't last as long as that dip base. But I think that's really fun because you can switch out the designs and play around with different nail art looks over your dip powder. Just make sure you aren't using acetone when you go to remove the nail polish. Let me know what you guys think of this technique. And again, I will have both of the kits linked down below in the description box for you guys. Bye.